I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily man.
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second and a couple. Smith over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Smith. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. He completes this to Sutton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the 24, Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
29 is the mic.
Here's Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Wahoo! Where's 52? Block 52. 52 punch.
Now Locke throwing on second down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there's no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Locke throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. We got heavy. Everybody scoot up.
On first down, Lindsey, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Go. Mike 52. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Raiders' 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Mike part 2. It's been a long day for you.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Partner, there's no doubt in my mind the defense has to be excited. They should be excited after what they've done recently here. But guess what? My old coaches always used to say, when you're having that kind of success, be careful. Play your keys, play your techniques. Watch out for something coming at you.
Good job defending the run. Probably going to have to defend the pass here.
Hey, Alpha. 52. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Hey, Mike 55.
Now this time, Locke will throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Hey, Delta. 52.
On 2nd down and 4. Locke. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go now. 48-70 ending. Defense wins championships, baby.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
2 minutes to play. First half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ready. 48. Hey, we gonna make the 48 right now. Let's go. Yeah. You don't want none.
On the delay, Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Ready. 52. I got you. Hey, exit. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive. but 2 incompletions since.
Hey, Zoo.
91 is the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw it is lock. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. On the crossing route, complete. That's Sutton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Locke now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
On first down, Locke going for it all. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Locke going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here we go, D.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Weil now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a carry for Lindsey. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Now to the air, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cannon.
Let's go,
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
Let's go.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Locke now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go.
From the gun, it's locked. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now a handoff looking right. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ricky.
Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
56. Check, 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 check.
Let go.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.